The girl that jumped in the fight, she had nothing to do with the situation at all. Like bitch, you're not gonna help me when these bitches is jumping me for because of some shit that you did. I had to cut my camera off again because my family is so loud and ghetto and irritating. Hey y'all, it's Najee and I'm back with another YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a story time on how I got jumped in high school by these two little bitches. Now, I really don't like doing story times of me fighting because the bitches that I be talking about, like, they be watching. Like, I don't like it. Like, every time I done made a story time about a bitch, she watched the video and she really thought that I was obsessed with her or something. I'm like, bitch, this is not about you. This is about me. I'm telling you a story time about me, baby. Like, bitch, you're not the topic. I'm the topic. That's why y'all really don't see me doing fight story times. But if y'all want some more fight story times, I don't know if y'all gonna get it because I hate when a bitch think I'm talking about her. But then again, I really don't give a fuck. This story time happened in high school. I had to be in like 10th or 11th grade. So if you don't watch all my other videos, you wouldn't know that I transferred high school to my high school. And I was the transfer girl. I always tell y'all that because it's a big factor. So when I transferred to my school, I really didn't have that many friends because, like, I'm the type of person, like, I don't really talk to people. Like, I'm to myself. Like, if you talk to me, I'm going to talk back. But if, like, everybody in the classroom having a conversation, I'm not going to jump in the conversation because what am I talking to y'all for? I was really that type of person. Like, I don't really like people that much. But if you talk to me, like, I'm cool as shit. Like, I will talk back. Like, we're going to have a conversation if you start it. But if you don't start the conversation, we ain't talking about shit. This one girl, we going to name her Casey. Casey came up to me because we followed each other on Instagram before I transferred to her school. Casey came up to me and she was basically like, oh, I follow you on Instagram. What's your real name? How are you, pretty, and all that. And yeah, so that's how we started getting closer and that's how we started being the bond. Now, me and Casey, we really didn't know each other like that. Like, I knew her off the Instagram too, don't get me wrong. So Casey had this boyfriend. We gonna name him Jaleel. Casey and Jaleel was together since 9th grade. Like, Casey and Jaleel was together for a long time. Mind you, it was toxic. Y'all know that one toxic couple in high school that you just was like, break up. Get a new nigga. That was them. Like, everybody would just be like, his friends would be like, please break up with Casey. And her friends would be like, please break up with Jaleel. Like, that's how the relationship was. Like, they wasn't good for each other type shit. Before the fight, me and Casey was friends for at least 4 or 5 months. Like, we was real cool. We would walk to the store together. Like, we would meet each other before school. We would always sit with each other at lunch. Like, we was cool. Casey would always try and get Jaleel, like, caught up. Like, she would always try and catch him. Like, she would always try and catch him in a lie and shit. Like, she would always be like, what was Jaleel doing? Did you see Jaleel in class? Like, what was Jaleel doing? Like, did you see him with a girl? If you see him with a girl, you need to tell me because he know I will beat the shit out of him. Like, that's exactly what she, like, the type of shit she would say. But I really never was paying attention to him, if I'm being completely honest. Like, we had class together, but I never, like, paid attention to him. Like, I never really gave a fuck about him or nothing like that. If you're looking at my background, not too much because I'm unpacking, even though I went on a trip like a month ago. But it don't matter. I'm unpacking now. One day, I forgot how, but Casey found out that Jaleel was talking to some new girl. Like, every time it was a new girl at school, Casey would get so mad. Like, she would be so mad if they seen them, like, if she seen them, like, interacting. She was like, she would be like, I kid y'all not, she would literally be like, do you think he gonna mess with her? Do you think she pretty than me? Do you think this? Do you think that? Do you think that Jaleel like her? Blah 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 blah. Like, she would literally be like that. Like, and I don't even think that she was insecure. I really just think that he was an ancient ass nigga and she knew what type of nigga she had. Like, she knew, but she didn't want to leave him. So I would always be like, no, I don't think he would do that to you, like, jazzing her up. But I thought he would do that, like, cause she wouldn't leave him. You know that one friend, like, you just know she's not going to leave her boyfriend. She's not going to leave her boyfriend, so it's no point of even talking to her because you know she's not going to leave him. So that's the type of friend I was. I was just jazzing her up. I'm just like, yeah, I don't think he's going to do that, even though I really did. Maybe that was a little fake of me, but y'all have to understand the dynamic. Like, she will leave me as a friend before she leave him as her boyfriend type shit. Okay, so one day, this new girl, she knew everybody when she was at our school. Like, she transferred, but she knew people from my school because I guess they was from the same hood or whatever, or they was from the same hood. Like, everybody knew her because she had people from her hood that go to the school. So, yeah. So, we're going to name her Nia. Nia had transferred, and really, Nia wasn't even worried about Casey, but Casey was worried about Nia. So, yeah. And Nia knew that Casey was Jalil's boyfriend. So, one day, I don't know how Casey found out, but Casey was like some kind of detective or something. Like, she would find out anything about Jalil. Like, anything that she needed to know, she would find it out by any means necessary. Like, that was the type of girlfriend that she was. And she knew that he was doing dirt, so she knew that he was doing shit. So the bitch was always busy. Like, she was always busy trying to find out shit about this nigga, because the nigga's always doing shit. So Casey had found out that Jalil had something with Nia. Like, I don't know what it was they had together, but Jalil and Nia had something going on, and she was not having that shit. So this is how I came into the equation. One day, Casey had asked me, Najee, can you please go see what they talking about in their friend group, since you got the same classes with them. I had classes with Nia's whole friend group. So basically, she wanted me to like spy on them. Because in class, you know how you would just be talking about random shit. And sometimes Nia would just be like, oh yeah, so and so and so. So she would talk about the boy she was talking to, but she would say it out loud because she didn't really give a fuck. Because she didn't think it was no listening ears. But bitch, I'm the listening ears for my friend. So Casey got me to spy on Nia in her friend group. So basically, I was in the class and I overheard this girl that was Nia's friend. The girl that I overheard was not Nia. I'm gonna name her DIDNT. DIDNT, Nia, and a whole bunch of her friends was in my class talking about Jalil, talking about how Casey need to leave Jalil, how he ain't nothing, how he was just in Nia DMs. Basically, Nia was telling DIDNT about how Jalil was in her DMs and how she might want to talk to him and all this. And DIDNT was just like, no girl, don't talk to him. That's Casey's boyfriend. I was the spy, and I spied on them. They was talking shit about her and her boyfriend and their whole dynamic. Do I blame them for talking shit? At this point, no, because they was right. Like, she did deserve better. I didn't agree with them like calling her ugly and shit, because she wasn't ugly. Like, she was cute. She was just a little celeb about this nigga. That's all it was. Like, she wasn't ugly. Like, bitch, be for real. Like, you know she's not ugly, but yeah. So basically what I did was I went back and I told her what they said. I told her exactly what they said. And the girl DIDNT was talking big shit. I'm like, what did she do to you? Because DIDNT wasn't even the girl that she had beef with. So I'm like, DIDNT, why are you talking about her like this? So I basically went back to Casey and I told her everything. And she was like, oh yeah, oh for real? Like, oh yeah, I know everything I needed to know. Mind you, I only thought she wanted to know this because she wanted to know if her boyfriend was cheating on her or not. And I got her that information. He was. The next day, I missed school for some reason. I think I had a doctor's appointment or something. And I just decided that I wasn't going to come to school that day. So I told Casey that. So I guess the day that I didn't come to school, she was like, what did y'all say about me? Because Najee said that y'all said such and such and such and such. That's what she fucked up at. Because you asked me to spy and then you're going to tell them the name of the spy. Bitch, you're weird. Like, why would you tell them that? Like, why would you tell them? Like, that was weird. But again, I don't care. Like, I stand 10 toes down on anything I do. So I told him, so what? But I just thought that was weird. Like, bitch, you asked me to spy on your boyfriend. And then you gonna snitch on the spy. When I came back to school, she was all cool with them. And she had told me to my face, she was like, yeah, I talked to her. And she said, you're not telling the truth. I said, bitch, what do I have to lie about? Like, what am I lying for? I really don't give a fuck enough to lie. But, okay. So I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I'm just a liar then. I don't care. So then I was thinking nothing of it. Like, it left my brain because I really didn't even give a fuck. Like, I really, looking back, I shouldn't even involve myself in that shit because it didn't have shit to do with me. So I think it was like third period or something like that. Y'all, this day I felt so bad. My hair wasn't done. I had like a little bun in my hair, a little slick back bun. I had my hood on. I had like a big hoodie, and I had on these, like, I think I had on Crocs or something. Like, I was just not feeling it. And I think I was on my period. That's why I was not fucking with it. So I really was just trying to go home. In third period, I didn't even get to walk in the classroom, y'all. I walk in the classroom, go sit down. Like, I'm on my way to go sit down. DIDNT comes up to me and she's like, Najee, did you tell Casey that I said such and such and such and such about her and her boyfriend? I said, please get on my face. Like, I was like really over it. Like, I was so over it that day. I said, please get on my face. Like, I said, yeah, I told her, but I don't feel like this right now. So I think I had told her, like, we could do this another time, but right now I don't feel like it. Like, cause I was not into it. Like, I didn't feel like it that day. Like, I was over it. It wasn't even the fact that I was over the drama. Like, I was just on my period and I was just cranky and I didn't want to be there at all. I didn't want to go to class. I didn't want to be in school. I wanted to stay home that day. But my mother told me I had stayed home the day before, so I had to go. Yeah. At this point, she's just in my face and she's just talking. She's like, I don't know why you told her that, but that's not the truth. And you know that's not the truth. I'm like, that is the truth. I was right there. She was like, even if it is the truth, why is you ear hustling, all this and that? I'm like, girl, get out my face. I like, at this point, I'm getting irritated. I'm like, get out my face. Like, I told her you said it. If you was going to be a woman about it, you should have just told her you said it, because you said it. You should have stand it 10 toes down on what you said. And she was like, I don't know why you ear hustling, all this and that, but that's not your business to tell nobody. I'm like, but I told her. At this point, I'm getting mad. I'm like, but I told her, and what do you want to do about it? I said, if you're not trying to do nothing, get out my face. And she was like, okay, when they come outside. I'm like, okay. I think she thought that I was gonna be like scared of her or something, because like I said, I was quiet and I didn't really talk to nobody. So the whole like hallway followed us, like the whole classroom. I don't know how so many people got right there. So I don't know who hit each other first, but we just started fighting. Like, we started fighting, whoop, 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 and she fell. Somehow she fell. Like, she fell to the ground and I got on top of her. Somehow she fell to the ground. I got on top of her. As soon as I got on top of her, her friend grabs my hair, pulls it, and I get to fighting her friend. Like, they base now, she done got off the floor, now they jumping me. I'm like, okay, you bitches gonna jump me. Okay, y'all jump me, but okay, it's fine. Y'all jump me. So basically, at this point, they started jumping me. Mind you, the girl that jumped in the fight, she had nothing to do with the situation at all. Like, I'm gonna name her Tiny. Tiny was so delusional, y'all. She had nothing to do with the situation. I never spoke to this girl, never knew this girl, never had nothing to say to this girl, but she jumped in a fight. Fucking, what did I name her? Naya or Nia, whatever her name was. She didn't even jump in the fight. The girl that Jaleel was talking to, she didn't even jump in the fight. She didn't even give a fuck. I don't know why Tiny decided to jump in the fight. Like, to this day, I don't understand it. So, she jumped in the fight. They started jumping me. And then the security guards came and they broke up the fight. So, I get suspended for 5 days. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I just got suspended for this bitch. Mind you, Casey was watching the whole entire thing. Casey just sitting there looking crazy like, bitch, you're not going to help me when these bitches is jumping me for because of some shit that you did. And you supposed to be my friend and you don't even fuck with them. Come on now. Like, if it was me, I would have jumped in if I seen two bitches jumping me and it's your fault, basically, because you went back and told them my name or whatever. So, Casey didn't jump in the fight. I get suspended for 5 days. And Diddy, she gets suspended for like 2 days, but she decided she wanted to extend her suspension, like she beat me up or something. Bitch, you did not beat me up. She did not beat me up at all. I got suspended for 5 days. Y'all know whoever gets suspended for longer, that's who won the fight. She decided that she wanted to extend her own suspension. That really threw me off. Like, why are you extending your suspension knowing that you only got 2 days? Because the principal told me she only got 2 days. When I got back to school, I was over it. Like, I was over it before it even started. Like, I just felt like we fought, okay, cool, whatever. Casey, she would try and talk to me and stuff. Like, I would still be distant from her because I'm like, why didn't you defend me? She was like, no, I didn't think it was nothing like that, blah, 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 blah. It was nothing like that, in my opinion. I just thought that you could just handle your own. I'm like, Casey, please get the fuck out of my face. Like, for real. So, yeah. So, after that, Tiny, she was obsessed with me. Like, even Didi, the girl that I initially fought, she got over it. Tiny, she was obsessed with me. The girl that jumped in, she was like, yeah, I'm gonna get my sister, bitch, and we gonna jump you. Mind you, I wasn't fazed by this. Like, I kept coming to school. I wasn't scared at all. I was not scared. And everybody was like, oh, yeah, Tiny sister, she gonna get you. I'm like, girl, I don't give a fuck. Like, well, I don't give a fuck about her fucking sister. Are you for real? Like, what? I don't care about her sister. Like, that, bitch, don't tell me about her fucking sister. I don't care about her sister. So, yeah. Tiny, years after that, every boy that I would talk to, Tiny would somehow, she would come and she would be their best friend. I swear to God. Like, she'd be like, oh yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah, that's my friend. Oh yeah, me and him, we used to talk. Like, everybody I would talk to, she would come and she would just be around him. Like, every boy, like, I swear to God, I'm like, bitch, you're obsessed with me. Like, everybody, like, she wouldn't want nobody until I start talking to them. I'm like, bitch, you're obsessed, delusional, and sick. Like, even niggas that I did not like at all, that liked me, she was still trying to, like, steal them from me. I'm like, bitch, you can have them. That drama went all the way up until graduation. And I remember one time, me and Tiny and my best friend was on a bus, and a whole bunch of Tiny friends. Like, Tiny was one of the people, she ran with like a crew. I was never that type of person, but me, Tiny, and my best friend and her crew was on a bus. And Tiny was basically saying, oh yeah, her, talking about me. She was like, oh yeah, her, I fought her, I jumped her, and I don't fuck with her, all this and that. I'm like, I'm not the type of person, like, I'm not about to turn around and say nothing. I'm like, you just want, like, some attention. You want some attention. They give you the attention you want. I'm not going to say nothing to you because you don't want to fight me. So I ignore her. And I told my best friend, I said, hold on, best friend, listen to what she's saying. And my best friend, like, this bitch still on that? She was still on it. Like, she was really looking for drama with me. And I really didn't even give a fuck about her. Like, that was the thing. That's basically the end of the story. Yeah, that's how I got jumped. They did jump me, but they didn't really, like, beat me up or nothing. Like, it was like a little soft jump. It wasn't really, like, nothing. Like, they didn't do that much damage. And I don't know how, because it was one of me and two of them, and they had ample opportunity. But it is what it is. Like, after that, me and Didi, we wasn't cool, but, like, we could still, like, walk past each other without being in drama. But Tiny, she was just still obsessed with me. And to this day, I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. It's like, I didn't even have no initial beef with you. You were mad at me because I was beefing with your friend. And your friend don't even care about the beef no more. But that's the end of the story time. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me if I should do more fight story times. I really don't like doing them because bitches be thinking I care about them and I don't. Like, you tell a story time about a bitch you fought, she gonna think you cheated topic. Bitch, I don't care about you at all. Bitch, no. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video.